Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm a former Boeing 737 pilot and a member of PMDG's tech team. PMDG have on the 2nd of July late evening released a news update on the 737 and other matters going on around different PMDG products, including EFB news, excluding an EFB release, for now. So, hey, let's go right into it. I do apologize, by the way, for covering this only 2 days later. Unfortunately, I've been out at my Airbus type rating writing my theoretical exams, which I, by the way, passed. So it's going right into the Airbus simulator for me in a few days' time. Alright then, let's go ahead with the PMDG update. And I'm quoting Captain Robert Randazzo. As always, you can find the link to the original topic in the video description below. Captains, most of the PMDG team has been on the road for the last 2 weeks with a combination of team gatherings and FS Expo, creating motion all over the planet for a team that lives and works in a geographically dispersed manner. Now that we're back, it is a holiday week in the USA, but I have some news updates for you to enjoy all the same. I'm going to pick off a couple of items that are creating questions, and then I'm going to tuck the not much change here items down at the bottom. FS Expo 23. A bunch of the PMDG team traveled to Houston to visit the FS Expo 23. There is a separate topic in the PMDG forums which you can read up on that one. Alright then, going back to quoting straight from the news. For our customers on the Xbox platform, we think we have some good news finally on the liveries front. This has been an ongoing struggle as we are working out to build our livery sets that will meet all of Microsoft's store guidelines, while also maximizing the number of liveries available for you at the least cost. As previously mentioned, we do have an avenue to distribute the liveries free on the Xbox platform, so we are working with Microsoft to maximize the footprint of each livery package. Without getting too deep into the weeds, we won't wound up using a new containering methodology that Microsoft recommended, in spite of the fact that it is still slightly experimental and not documented, which required quite a bit of cooperation and back and forth testing to ensure it would work as they hope when rolled out live. We have had very good support from their intake team, and the first livery package for the DC6 is now going through intake testing, and we hope it will provide proof that the method works and when we can flood the system with the rest of the packages for both the DC6 and 737. A number of folks have been asking if we can tell you which liveries will be included. If all goes to plan, they will release nearly all of the liveries they have available in the PMDG Operations Center, with a few exceptions due to duplication, etc. The goal is to provide a broad range of airlines and colors that you can choose from. The Forstall 10,000 can you also include, insert favorite here. Please understand that we are choosing from our existing table of liveries in the interest of expedience, and we are not planning to create new ones specifically for this effort. We had a strategy sessions with our friends at Navigraph regarding methods to update nav data on the Xbox platform. They yield some technical discussion and potential solutions that are being explored further. Xbox presents some unique challenges to simmers, and we are solving them as we go and making reasonably good progress at it. So, PMDG 737-600 and 900 for Marketplace for Xbox and PC. Both of these products are fully prepped for entry into Marketplace for Xbox and PC, but we have opted to keep them in holding while we resolve the livery issue outlined in the points above. We felt it was inappropriate to flood the market with 2 more projects until we have a meaningful solution in place for Xbox users to obtain liveries. Now that we think we see a solution approaching completion, we will likely push those into the intake process in the near term. We will keep you posted. So let's talk about PMDG products in Lockheed Martin Prepared V6. With all of our development resources focused on bringing our airline simulation into Microsoft Flight Simulator, we are not currently planning to update any of our P3D products for compatibility with P3D6. We've done the obligatory drag and drop to see if the products will work as is and have had poor results. This tells us that some code, effort and recompiling will be needed, and the resources simply are not available to do so. Earliest re-evaluation of this decision will take place after the 747-400 release in MSFS, which is the same time we will evaluate whether we will conduct further updates to our P3D products based upon the market conditions that exist at the time. So, PMDG 737 for MSFS updates pending. We have a number of small updates and some larger ones that we're beginning to roll up for testing. Lots of small fixes and tweaks all around for PC and likewise for Xbox users. For example, we've been experimenting with solutions to the knob gets stuck spinning problem that appears for some Xbox users, and we're also working on various other cleanup items that we have picked from our issue tracking. The long-awaited tablet is nearly ready in the development side, but needs some wider testing from our betas and a bit more UI cleanup. We think the initial build will be quite nice, and we are about to begin working with a few outside designers we have chosen to add their features to the tablet so that you can see the full value of how we made the tablet universal to our entire product line. Okay, let's talk about nav data changes. Now that some other areas of 737 development are beginning to wrap up, we've been reallocating resources to one of another strategic priorities, nav data. We have a test build of the 737 in MSFS using Navigraph's modern nav data format and are continuing to adapt the FMS to leverage the additional data and capabilities. This is a long-term item that has been approached slowly and deliberately, but we hope to pass off to the testing here in the weeks and months ahead. It will be nice to finally leverage the improvements we made to the LNAV route solvers and the various navigation improvements that will come with the additional step in the evolution of the product line. This update will get rolled into the 737 for MSFS as soon as it clears testing and will then be rolled into the 777 as well. Speaking of the 777, we aren't quite yet to where we want the product to be at the start of preview season, but we aren't far off from that juncture either. Progress has been slow the past few weeks, as we had most of the team in motion and a lot of focus on FS Expo, but everyone is back to work this week, energized and ready for the final push to get the 777 into your hangars. Alright, and that sums up PMDG's evening of the 2nd of July 2023 update. I hope you found this one interesting. Certainly good news on the tablet front that is slowly moving ahead. And finally, if you're wondering about what's going on in the background of my video over here, this is currently a departure from Salt Lake City, climbed it up to 8,000 from runway 16 left, then made a 180-degree turn, and now flying across the Rocky Mountains across Salt Lake area. So, if you're interested in that area, I'll have a dedicated video on the brand new Salt Lake City airport coming up in a few days as well. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I see you all on the next one.